the rise of Islam in America. It's coming, ladies and gentlemen. We've been warning you about it, and now we've got a clip that talks all about it. I'm Tala Traveling Clat, your favorite Zionist prince. Let's take a look.
We're going to get radical, hardened, militant Islamists to come into America.
Islam is the #1 growing religion here in the United States. Why do you think that is so? Do you think Islam will eventually overtake Christianity here in the United States?
Worldwide, not just United States.
I think Islam hates us.
The rise of Islam is real here in the United States. It's the fastest growing religion across America, and it's nearly doubled in size over the past 2 decades, and with Muslim women averaging 3.1 children compared to 1.6 for the American average. Muslims aren't just outpacing the nation in birth rates, they're also out-converting Christians. Nearly 1/4 of all U.S. Muslims are converts, and most of them used to be Christians. While Christian churches are losing members, mosques are gaining members, and they're keeping them. And today I'm here in Minnesota, home to one of the largest Muslim populations in all of America, to witness the rise firsthand. I'll be speaking with Muslims, Christian Americans, all Americans, entering in the mosque, asking the questions you guys want answered, from 9/11 to Sharia law, everything in between. There are no questions that are off the table for this video. And if you're a Christian who believes in Western values, this video might be a wake-up call to you to reignite your faith and spread the good word. And if you're a Muslim, this video might excite you for the future of Islam here in the United States. I want to apologize to anybody a part of Islam beforehand. If I do not use the correct verbiage or phrasing, I apologize. I'm not too familiar with the religion. So today we're going to be learning more, speaking with people, and seeing the rise of Islam here in the United States. And now, let's hit the streets and see what's happening. And to see the rise of Islam firsthand, we head to Cedar Riverside in Minneapolis to see how much the Islam community has grown inside of this community inside of America. What's it mean to you to be a part of Islam here in the United States?
Well, you know, I think Islam is a religion for the humanity, you know, for everyone. Islam in America growing, it's not something to do with us, it's something to do with God. And it's God's decision, you know.
What's it like being a part of Islam here in the United States?
Islam here is...
By the way, they said that as they took over the Middle East as well. So that's what they told our ancestors. We're doing it, convert by the sword, but it's happening from God.
Grow. I hope the Islam will grow here in America.
And why do you think so many people are converting to Islam here? It's the #1 growing religion here in the United States.
Well, it's not only the growing, it's the fastest growing religion in the world. And no one can stop it. It looks like it is the best and the final religion to humanity. So if you don't accept it, that's up to you.
Islam is the #1 growing religion here in the United States.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is so?
Because of the great influx, #1 of the immigrants that we had. Secondly, you know, some people start to see that the Islamic people in general really hold some good, true value. You know what I'm saying? Their values are really tight with how they take care of the family and how they see things that way, which is a very good, strong thing. You know?
While we were inside of Cedar Riverside, we actually met a lady who had left the Islam faith. So are you a Muslim woman or no?
I'm not. My parent was Muslim.
How come you left Islam?
Because they control me. They control my clothes, and it's not good.
Do you think women are suppressed?
Yes, of course, they breast. It's not. They don't want it, but we female, they're afraid to get killed. So that's why they wear hijab. They wear big clothes. But me, I don't want clothes. I don't want to wear. But this need to be stopped. People, they have to wear whatever they want.
So if
President Trump, you have to tell President Trump. You have to tell me a message. Females, they have this United States, they have freedom. They can wear whatever they wanted, but Islamic, they breast females to wear these hijabs.
So if you're a woman in Afghanistan and you don't wear the hijab,
they kill you. They don't want you if you don't wear hijab. Even me, I wear this because they don't want me to wear a pant. Yeah.
Really?
I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm afraid. That's why I wear this. So it's not the way you think.
The hijab is a headscarf worn by many Muslim women as a sign of modesty and faith, and in some Muslim countries or underneath certain leadership, it is required, while in others, it is not. What are some large misconceptions about Islam here in the United States?
That Muslim women are suppressed.
And what makes you choose to wear the hijab?
My religion, I started wearing the hijab when I was 16 years old.
And what would happen if you didn't wear the hijab?
Nothing would happen. It's your choice.
And why do you think Islam is the largest growing religion here in the United States right now?
Because of our Quran. Our Quran, our book never changes. It's one book, one language, one religion. There's Islam in all over the world.
Do you think Islam will eventually overtake Christianity here in the United States?
worldwide, not just United States. We have people converting every day.
And what leads a Christian man to convert to Islam?
When they read the Quran and they find the truth, and they read it in English, and they see how peaceful Islam is.
And could you shake a man's hand?
No.
Do you find that interesting that women can't shake other men's hands?
No, I don't find that interesting. It's normal.
Is it true that Muslims also practice polygamy?
Yes.
Would you accept another wife into your marriage?
In our religion, it says.
How have you seen the rise of Islam here in this area?
It's a big rise
And why do you think Islam is on the rise here in the United States?
because of a lot of Somalians come here from East Africa, and so they come here to practice Islam because it's safe.
Minnesota is home to one of the largest populations of Somalians, and America accepted thousands of Somalis refugees in the 1990s due to the civil war that was taking place. And when they came to the United States, a large portion of them decided to settle in Minnesota for some reason. And now that decades have passed, those refugees have had children, and the Somali population has grown. This also raises the number of members of Islam born into the United States, and also expands the influence of Islam throughout the country. It's projected that Minneapolis is now home to over 200,000 Somalians, and now many of those Somalians are also part of the government, like Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, and now they also have another new person running for mayor of Minneapolis who's also Somalian and also Muslim. And Minneapolis is also one of the only cities in America that permits the Muslim call of prayer to be played out loud for all the public to hear. And right now, if you listen super closely, you can hear the call to prayer. Do you think traditional Western values are falling while Eastern values are rising here in the United States?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know. I would say
I guess it just depends on what you mean.
Traditional values that brought up the Western world, like Christian values. Would you say those are on the decline while Eastern values are on the uprise here?
I guess there's a lot of different interpretations of what Christian values are, so you'd have to be a little more specific.
Like the values of the Bible.
Yeah, but like people interpret the Bible in different ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Like the generic teachings, like the Ten Commandments.
I don't know. I think it just depends.
What's it like being a Muslim here in the United States?
I'm not speaking English, only one Somali language.
What does it mean to you to be a part of Islam?
I don't know, I'm not speaking English very well.
How are you? Do any of you speak English? English? No. Can women speak on camera? No. I kept going because I wanted to speak with some more of the elders here to see if they could share their story about coming here from Somalia and how they've seen the rise firsthand. However, none of them spoke English. How are you? Can I ask any of you guys some questions? No? Speak English?
English no.
No? Do any of you speak English? I then found someone who I could speak with and ask the controversial questions that many people are curious about. What's it like being a Muslim woman here in the United States?
It's sometimes challenging, especially nowadays.
And why do you say nowadays?
The climate kind of changed because of the political.
For instance, do you feel like acts like 9/11 and the use of the word radicalized has put a bad name on Muslims?
Absolutely.
And what do you say about what happened on 9/11, or those when people say Allah Akbar or things like that?
I thought it's tragedy.
Would you say that's a misrepresentation of the true Islam, or do you think?
It definitely is misrepresentation. True Islam doesn't believe in violence.
Or what's the hijab represent in your mind?
It represents for you to be a modest, to cover your body for only your spousal, and to leave something for the imagination.
What is Sharia law? A lot of people have a conception as to what Sharia law is. What is Sharia law?
I really don't like to speak on a topic that I'm not expert on, or I don't know too many things about.
After a few interviews, somebody came up to us angry because we were asking people about the rise of Islam inside this community. My name is Dick Shirley.
What are you doing?
My name is Dick Shirley. I'm a YouTuber. We're doing a video on the rise of Islam here in the United States.
The rise of Islam.
Yeah, it's the #1 converting religion.
The rise of Islam. Make it make sense for me.
Yeah, it's the #1 it's the #1 converting religion in the United States. So we're doing a subject on it.
Oh, the #1 converting religion in the United States.
It's like the #1 growing religion. So.
Wait, isn't it after Christ?
What?
Isn't it after Christ?
This guy wouldn't show his face on camera, and this conversation kept going for a few minutes, and he demanded that we deleted the footage of the interviews that we took here on the street. I said no, and he said, you better go and we're gonna make sure you leave. I've never been in a situation like that while I've been filming, where somebody comes out of nowhere and wants to take the footage. I was watching a video prior to this video, and there is a Somali gang war going on here inside of these apartment complexes apparently. I think we just went upon a gang, and I didn't know that they were a gang. And right now, he said, you better leave, and we're gonna make sure you get out of here. So right now, there is somebody following from behind, making sure that we get out of this place. Not the most friendly welcome here into this part of Minnesota. So we headed to the next city to see more about the rise of Islam. And really quick, before we go check out the next city, I want to tell you guys about the sponsor of this video, Delete Me. I've been using them for almost a year now.
Holy fucking shit. This is some real ass journalism. Holy fucking shit. Nick Shirley does it again. Guys, we've done a few reactions to his videos in the past. He gets millions of views. It's not like he needs a shout out from little old me, but god damn, that is really, really concerning. Now, let me say this in defense of my Somali brothers and sisters. Out of all the radical Muslims that end up coming to America, they really are the least offensive. And let me explain why. Somalia is not, in the eyes of the Arab or Muslim world, a real Arab country, nor is it a real Muslim country. Arabs and Muslims use Somalia as a scapegoat to prove how much Islam has spread and how virtuous Somalis are as Muslims, but they never platform them. They are racist towards them as a whole. There is an ongoing genocide of over 700,000 people that have been killed there. Not a peep, not a word, not a lick of support from any of the Arab Muslim countries. Nobody cares. So when I think about Somalia, by the way, that war that he talked about in the video is still going on till today. Yes, there's many issues with people like Ilhan Omar and political people, but they are just mouthpieces for the wider Islamic Muslim world. Your bigger fear in America is the Arabs that come from the Levant, that come radicalized from Central Asia, like countries like Afghanistan. Those are the people you really want to keep an eye out on. Now, the cultural influence of Somali Muslims on the rest of the American populace, that's going to be a danger. But as actual Somali individuals, I can tell you firsthand, I've spoken to so many Somalis. These are not people that are predisposed to violence. Somalis are actually really, really, really good people. And they unfortunately have been brainwashed, Arabized, Islamized against their will, and their society looks the way it does because of this rise of radical Islam. Incredible journalism, though, from Nick Shirley. Like, wow, so eye-opening as to what's actually going on in the streets. But when I say you're the average American, wake up. Wake up. Look how the average person that he talks to on the street, like the average Muslim that I expose on my channel, when you ask them, do you want Islam to take over America? I want it to take over the world. It's not hyperbole. They actually want this. We're not exaggerating when we say they're coming for you. Each and every single one of you. Wake the fuck up. I love you long time. Goodbye, Clats. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.